Welcome to my channel. I really want to thank you all for watching and subscribing so far to my channel and the videos that I'm making, these flight reviews and travel vlogs. I really do appreciate it, and if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe, because it really does help me produce more of this content. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to compare two first-class cabins, one in Air France and one British Airways, on both their international routes. Air France, British Airways, both legacy airlines, been around for many, many years. Let's take a look at what the difference is between their first-class products. And I'd like to see your opinion in the comments, which one you think is the better. Because I know which one I think is the better, but take a look. Welcome to Go Travel, Go Fly. Today, we will be looking at the first-class services of both Air France and British Airways. Both airlines have wide-body aircraft with a smart first-class section at the front of the planes. Good to note, though, that some of the planes in the fleet do not have this cabin, and these are the ones that focus more on the tourist routes. Regardless, their wide-body aircraft like the 777s in these photos are amazing birds that take many passengers to some wonderful destinations. When flying a premium cabin like international first class, it should be all about service, which always starts on the ground and at check-in. Check-in here for British Airways has a separate area for their first class passengers. It gives the impression of exclusivity by hiding behind a huge wooden partition, which looks very nice, and it is located in Terminal 5 at Heathrow Airport. The wood divide is truly all it is, though. Beyond that is a regular check-in area. No seat, not relaxing, and a little on the disappointing side. Air France has a La Première check-in area, which is a minimalist with seating, no desks, and the personal attendant will come to you to take your passport and check you in. Luggage is then taken by their own porters. Following that, you are escorted through security to the lounge. With British Airways, unless you're a celebrity, you're on your own. Let's take a look at the lounges where millions of pounds and euros have been invested to give the first-class passenger a luxury pre-flight experience. British Airways has the Concorde room at Terminal 5. This is for their first-class passengers and their high elite club members. It is an elevated experience and with the theme of a stately home. A nice bar and luxury seating with lots of space and a nice quiet feel to it. When I was here, it was a little busy and hectic and didn't have enough staff to do waiter service around the lounge areas. This part is the first-class terrace area of the Concorde room. It's very spacious and clean and overlooks the inside of Terminal 5 departures. Here is the bar, which is the central part to the lounge. Back to the regal feel here, which again is that British stately home design concept. There is also a separate Concorde restaurant, which have private cubicles to dine before flight. Completely waiter service and has full waiter service, very similar to that of a high-end restaurant. Here I had some Indian mulligatawny soup followed by Eton mess, which is a British dessert. The Air France First Class Lounge is at Charles de Gaulle Airport and is much smaller than that of the British Airways one. Flying La Première, which is Air France's first class, is difficult to get ticketed and access is very exclusive. I was lucky post-COVID with this flight and managed to get an upgrade, which very rarely happens. This lounge is one of my favourites. It's so chic and minimalist, yet very modern, and a lot of thought put into the ground experience for the passenger. There is a small dining area where I got some breakfast before this trip to Mexico City. The service was personalised and attentive, and because the lounge is small, it had more of an elite and luxury feel. Here is a breakfast made to order, just amazing fresh food. After breakfast, you can relax in one of the many seating areas in the lounge before they come and take you to your own BMW transfer car straight to the plane. Again, with British Airways, this does not exist, and you're on your own walking to the gate. The waiters in the lounge wear a specific white uniform, which you can see here on the right. This uniform was the first air steward uniform that Air France had when it started operations back in 1933. Very chic and smart, and again a great deal of thought put in to make that La Première experience the best it possibly could be. Let's take a look at the first class seats that the two airlines have offer. Bear in mind that these ticket prices can be in excess of $20,000. Very expensive. So if I'm paying that type of money, they better make sure my seat is good. Here British Airways has the first class pod seat. It's very spacious and comfortable with a nice big entertainment screen. The cabin is very smart looking with a classy British feel to it. Nice and clean seating with the lamp to the side, the pyjamas, and notice how the window has a screen. Of course, a champagne welcome drink. Here you can see the size of the entertainment screen. The flatbed option is comfortable with white company bed linen. It's a very comfortable sleep. Now this was amazing. This is the Air France first seat. It is so chic and classy and extremely comfortable. The first cabin only has 4 seats and it has to be my favourite first cabin so far. It just exudes luxury and class, and only how the French would do this. They have a dividing curtain hanging for privacy instead of the pod fill, which sometimes can feel a little tight with space. Here it's very open. You can see the seat ottoman and the entertainment screen, which are quite big. Of course, a champagne start to the flight. This is how the curtain works in the plane. This seat is just amazing. The space and the comfort is excellent. Here is how the seat goes into the flatbed, which was just as comfortable as the British Airways one. Air France also provides pyjamas and slippers. So the concept of eating in first class is supposed to equivalent to that of eating in the fine restaurants in either London or Paris. British Airways offers the experience of that with personalised onboard service from a dedicated team of flight attendants. The dining table is set up with linen cloths and silverware and bone china plating. Here we can see how the meal is served in first class with the British Airways service. The food of course was very good, plenty of options from a full service menu. Followed by the quite essential pot of tea served in the best possible way. Air France was also one of those most excellent meals I've tasted in the sky. Keeping in line with true first class style, Air France allows for a caviar service. This is something quite spectacular, which British Airways does not do. I've seen caviar service also with Emirates first class, and I'm hoping Qatar when I fly first class with them in the new year. Again, the meal is served with style and panache throughout and appealed very similar to that of a Michelin-rated restaurant. Soup, pasta and a salad was the main choices for this flight. All delicious and tasted very fresh, followed by a French patisserie and a coffee. The ratings, well, I have to say that for sure Air France was my favourite out of the two, for the sheer detail given to the service from the ground to in-flight. British Airways was good, however, just lacked the complete personalisation and luxury feel. Here are my scores for the two. With British Airways, your check-in and ground was 5 out of 10. The lounges, 7 out of 10. The cabin ambience, 7 out of 10. In-flight food, 7 out of 10. And flight service, 6 out of 10. With Air France, it was all 10 out of 10. I couldn't fault it one bit. The check-in was amazing. The lounge was fantastic. The cabin ambience was so nice. And the food and the flight service from the flight attendants was just fantastic. Thanks for watching this comparison video. If you like my channel, please hit subscribe, like, and get notified if you want to see more videos. Thank you so much. Goodbye.